To former CBO Director Doug Holtz-Eakin. Douglas, phase two in the taxes. I mean, what could we expect? Because there are still some parts of the original tax plan that a lot of people still hope maybe could come to fruition.
Well, I hope they get Phase 1A done before they go to Phase 2. Phase 1A is clean up all the details of what they passed in December, which has some fantastic pro-growth policy in the corporate sector and business taxation more generally. I think that's a top priority. That's what's going to help the economy in 2018 and 19. Phase 2, making those individual provisions permanent, that would be a great idea. Temporary tax policy is never my preferred way to go. But if they do that, they're going to have to commit to controlling the spending side and getting the debt under control. We're in a bad position right now. They can't just continue to cut taxes as much as they might like to without recognizing that we're going to start at $1 trillion and the deficits are going to go up from there.
You know, it's interesting you say that. There was no news. No one talked about that February budget deficit coming in significantly higher than anticipated. And, you know, again, that was a yellow/red flag to your point. Everyone who crafted this this budget, though, and these tax cuts understood that would be the case, that initially we'd have to endure pain. But they're saying that supply side economics means ultimately stronger growth that helps pay down that debt and bring it to a manageable point. Is that possible with the current circumstances?
I don't count on the tax cuts themselves putting us in a position to have a sustainable debt outlook. It's going to take a lot of work. But I do think it's a correct reading of the political situation that if we didn't get better growth, if you didn't move from 2 toward 3, it was not going to be possible to deal with the large social safety net programs, the Social Securities, Medicares, Medicaids, and put them on a sustainable track. People who are not confident that their job is going to deliver a standard of living are not going to let you make big changes in those programs. So getting the growth was a necessary thing to do first. I'm glad that was undertaken. Now let's finish the job.
Well, to your point, though, on a political side, the Republicans would need something like a supermajority in the Senate, the House, and also the White House to really enact any true reforms in these entitlement programs, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to get 60 votes in the end, and so dramatic reform is probably not on the table at the moment. But some reform has to be. That's not politics. That's arithmetic, and Democrats and Republicans are going to have to find a way to get there.